Yes.
What part is your favorite about this Enderman rhyming?
I think the arms. But let's mute our
Why?
microphones. I'll get to you, are we, at the end. Okay. So, today, we're going to hear a read aloud about how we can help conserve our Earth's natural resources. Remember yesterday we learned about natural resources? Natural resources are things that come from the Earth itself. Let's talk about what we already know about natural resources. Who can raise their hand and tell me? What do we already know? Ryan?
We know that water is a natural resource.
Yes.
And land and trees and air.
Yes, we know that water, we know our natural resources are, mine isn't working. Water, soil. Now the earth is made up of water, land, and air, but our natural resources are water, soil, coal, oil. These are all examples of natural resources. Wood. Okay, what do you wonder about natural resources? What's something you wonder about them? Russell?
Natural resources?
Yeah.
In home can find natural resources, or go into nature you can find natural resources.
Yes, that's true, but what do we wonder? Like, one thing I wonder is how can we not use all the natural resources?
I said, I mean, is natural resources all in at home or in nature?
Oh, is natural resources in our home or in nature? Yeah, that's a good question. How can we keep our natural resources? And where are the resources? Okay. Very good. So we'll have to come back. So we know our natural resources are water, soil, coal, oil, and wood. How can we keep our natural resources, and where are they located? Where are they? I'll write that. Where, and I need to make this more like a O, are they? And then we'll see if this helps us answer those questions. We might hear some answers to them in our read aloud. Look up here. Today's read aloud is titled Reduce, Reuse, and Recycle. We're going to talk about what each one of these mean. What does it mean to reduce our trash? What does it mean to reuse our trash and unwanted things? And what does it mean to recycle? Reduce means you do not use more than you need. You use less of it. One example of reduce is to take shorter showers or fill the bathtub with less water. Then you will reduce the use of water. These people need to reduce their use of trash and not throw away as many things. Reuse, the second R word from good old Earth. Reuse means you use something again instead of throwing it out. Here they've reused a soda can or a soda bottle as a bird feeder. Or you can reuse a tin can as a pencil holder. And the third R word we're going to talk about is recycle. When I hear the word recycle, that means that something that would have been trash is made into something else. You may have seen this symbol. This symbol is a recyclable symbol. If something you bought has this symbol on it, that means it can be recycled. And you put it in your separate trash can for recyclables. Then it can be made into something new. We're going to talk more about reduce, reuse, and recycle in this read aloud. Listen carefully to good old Earth talk about the 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Hi, kids. How does my surface look in this picture? How does it look? It looks good, looks pretty, looks beautiful. Ooh, now how does it look? Oh, trashy and smelly. This place is called a landfill. A landfill is a place where trash and garbage goes. It's a place to put our garbage. Lately, I've been feeling a lot like there is a lot of garbage on me. Wouldn't it be nice to keep me clean and green like the place in this picture? Putting too much garbage in landfills is a problem, but I have a solution to help you keep me clean and green. The solution is 3 important words. If you put these words into action, you will really help keep me clean and green. When someone says to put words into action, that means they actually do what they're saying. Are you ready for the 3 words that's going to help me keep clean and green? Reduce, reuse, recycle. Say it with me. Reduce, reuse, recycle. First, let's talk about reduce. When you reduce what you use, that means you use less of it. Have you ever used more paper towels than you've needed? Have you ever used more paper towels than you've needed? I have. I'll tell you one way you can take action to reduce your use of paper towels. After you wash your hands in the restroom or at home, instead of grabbing a whole bunch of paper towels, try using only 1 towel. This will help me stay clean and green in 2 ways. First, you will conserve trees because fewer paper towels will be used, and the fewer trees we need to cut down will help our oxygen. And second, you reduce the amount of trash that will go into the landfill. Have you ever left the water running for a long time while you were washing your hands or brushing your teeth? I'll tell you one way you can take action to reduce your use of water. Only keep water running for the amount of time it takes you to get your hands clean. You should wash your hands for 20 seconds. Sing the birthday song 2 times or sing your ABCs 1 time. Once you're done, cut the water off. When you're brushing your teeth, while you're brushing, have the water off. When you're finished brushing, you can turn it on to rinse your mouth. Washing your hands is not the time to play with water. This will help conserve water and not use too much of it. Have you ever left a light on in a room when no one was in it? I'll tell you a way you can take action to reduce the use of electricity. Next time you see a room that no one is using, make sure the lights are turned off. This will help conserve my coal, a natural resource used to make electricity. To conserve coal means not to use too much of it. Please remember to reduce, reduce, reduce. Do not use more than you really need. The second solution is another R word, reuse. When you reuse something, you use it again. If you try, you can think of lots of ways to reuse paper. Do you like to draw? Me too. Here's something you can do to take action to reuse something. Before you ball up a piece of used paper and throw it away, flip it over and see if there's anything on the back. If it's blank, draw a picture on the other side, like this nice drawing. Then take it home and hang it up on the refrigerator or the wall. Trust me, it'll look great and nobody will ever know that there's something on the other side. It'll be our little secret. When you reuse paper, you're helping me stay green and clean, and you're helping conserve my trees. Please remember to reuse, reuse, reuse. If you can, use it again. The third solution is also an R word, recycle. This is the recycling symbol. When you see this symbol on something, it tells you it can be recycled. The arrows in this symbol remind us that many things can be made into other things. When you recycle something, it's made into something else, like a new toy or a new notebook. Here's an example of how you can take action and recycle. Next time you're finished with plastic water or juice bottle, instead of putting it in the trash, put it in a place that has a recycling symbol on it, just like here. All the plastic that is collected in the recycling bins is taken to factories where it's melted down to liquid and plastic and then made into something else. So the plastic bottle that you put in your recycling bin might end up as part of a new plastic toy. Now you know what a recycling symbol looks like, so you can take action and start putting things inside the recycling bin. But be careful. Not everything can go inside a recycling bin. Here's a picture of the different things most people use almost every day. All of these things can be recycled. Pizza boxes, newspapers, glass bottles, plastic bottles, cans, soda cans, and paper. All of them come from trees and all of them can be recycled instead of thrown into a trash can. Glass bottles, jars, aluminum soda cans, metal soup cans, and plastic bottles are all recyclables too. In some places, there is one container for everything that can be recycled. In other places, recyclable items need to be sorted or separated into groups. Everything has to go in the right place. Glass goes into the glass bin. Paper goes into the paper bin. Aluminum goes into the aluminum bin, and so on. Here are 2 aluminum cans. When you're finished using these cans, what action can you take? Who could raise their hand and tell me, what do I do if I'm finished with these 2 cans? Estelle?
You can recycle them, and they can go to there and then get made into maybe a toy.
Very good. I'll put them in the recycling can. Now, there might be a separate can only for aluminum. If so, I'll put it in there. These cans have been sorted and cleaned. They are at a special recycling factory where they will be melted and made into new aluminum cans. From the factory, new cans are made and filled with something to drink. Someone will drink it and hopefully place the empty can in a recycling bin. Then that can will be sent to the special factory and be made into a new can. See, from the factory to the store, you drink it, you recycle it, and it goes back to the factory again. Glass items can also be recycled. When you're finished using something made of glass, what action can you take? What should you do after using a glass item and you're ready to throw it away? Smriti?
You throw it in the recycling place.
You could. Yeah. I think recycling is so interesting. Here's a colorful recycling picture. What's being recycled here? In this picture, it's plastic bottle tops. Many things can be recycled. Later, these bottle tops will be turned into something new made of plastic. Look around your room at home and see if you can spot anything made of plastic. I bet you can. Maybe it's even something that's been made from recycled plastic. Please remember to recycle, recycle, recycle. Instead of throwing it in the trash, first check to see if it can be recycled. Look for the recycling symbol. The 3 R words are my solution to help keeping me clean and green. Let's go over them one more time. Reduce, reduce, reduce. Don't use more than you really need. Reuse, reuse, reuse. If you can, use it again. And recycle, recycle, recycle. Instead of throwing it in the trash, first check and see if it can be recycled. What's more, you can take action to reduce, reuse, and recycle. You are also conserving my natural resources. So when we recycle, we are able to conserve our natural resources. Let's go back to our KWL chart. What have we learned? How can we keep our natural resources? We have to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Okay, what is the main topic of today's read aloud? What is the main topic of today's read aloud? Let me see. Ryan?
How to reuse things that you already used.
Very good. How to reuse things that you have already used. Very good. Reuse, and there's another R. Reuse. What's another R word? Are we?
Reuse. Reduce. Reuse.
Reuse, reduce, and recycle.
Recycle.
Yes. Okay. Let's go back to the image of these recycling symbols. What does this symbol mean if you see it on a product? What does this mean? Nicole?
It means recycle.
It means that your object can be recycled. What does it mean to
And the soda can, when it's like Dad, we can pretend that's the toy chair.
Okay, mute your microphone, Nicole. What does it mean to recycle? What does that mean? What does it mean to recycle?
Recycle means that we throw stuff away in the recycling bin.
Not quite. That's how you recycle, but what do they do? What happens? Anya?
It's basically reusing something. You like put it in a container and then it goes to a factory and you can reuse it.
Yes, it is something old being turned into something new again. Very good. In the read aloud today, you heard this is the recycling symbol. A symbol is a picture that represents or stands for a word or an idea. When you see the recycling symbol on something, that means that it can be recycled. You may also see the recycling symbol with the words telling you how much of it is made for recycling. This means there has been recycled materials in it already. Okay. Very good. So look around at home today. Look around your house and see if you can find things that are recyclable. Look for this symbol, and if you do, make sure that you take action and help at home to recycle. You can also reduce by using less water and less energy by not leaving the light on. If it's a pretty sunny day, you might not need the light, so you turn them off. And then reuse. If it's something you can use again, try to use it. Use both sides of your paper. Use all of your pencil before you throw it away. Okay, I've got a few friends with their hands up. Russell?